Alright guys, welcome back. CFP here, and this is Survival Living. So I get asked all the time, why are we prepping? Why do you prep? Why do you hoard? One, we're not hoarding. Hoarding is actually a mental condition, so psychological condition, so big difference. So anyway guys, right fast there, I go scrolling through my feed and come across Serious Survivors YouTube channel there, and he ran a story on things going down in Yemen. Alright, so our U.S. Embassy was taken over by the Houthi rebel forces there in Yemen. So a little history on that group. We have seen these guys many times before. All right, now the current administration took them off of the T list, if you know what I'm saying, and they were put there by the previous administration. Well, they just took over the U.S. Embassy, captured like 25 of the employees there. Now they did release a bunch of them, but they're still there, and they're still holding many of them kind of like hostage. So yeah, so this particular group is backed by Iran to the store. You know what I'm saying? I have to say certain phrases for a certain reason because I get hammered on this platform. So what does this have to do with us? Well, directly nothing. Okay, we're over here on the States. All that stuff's happened there in Yemen. We know there's always conflict and stuff going down in these countries across the board. But indirectly, what does this say? Well, for one, incompetence on the administration because they took them off of the T list. Two, if we don't do anything, which I have not seen anything about us sending troops or anything like that to deal with this issue, again, our U.S. Embassy, it puts up a big signal to everybody else that you can do whatever you want to the U.S. because our current administration has no backbone. They don't care about anything. They're worried about a flight of stairs that might take somebody out than actually doing any real stuff. I'm trying to watch what I say here because I do get passionate about this and I do get ticked off. So guys, this is why we always prep. Anything can happen. They've used the Middle East, the sandbox over there, to stage up a lot of, let's see here, false Freddy's. They've used that to go to conflict many times. We've got a world war conflict coming. We got a global conflict coming our way. The reason why we prep here is because if this happens, and when it happens, you think we got shortages now. Wait till that happens. There's gonna be shortages across the board on everything. You will see rationing. That will be one of the big things. You'll see prices go through the roof. Now, we've talked about in the past about beef, all right? Beef going up in prices. We're seeing that right now, and there's not even a conflict going on that we're dealing with. So when I say a shortage of red meat, I don't mean that it's just not there. I mean, it's so priced out that you can't even afford to get it. For people like me, others right here, we're set on a certain wage. I only make so much on average a month. That's what I operate and that's what I live off of. So when the prices jump, seems like overnight, just like our fuel, I use the cheap fuel, the cheapest there. It's like $1, almost $1.50 more since the beginning of the year. Costing more and more, and the price goes up, but our income stays the same. Now, when they did that $15 an hour minimum wage stuff, that was retarded. Because when you do that, and we talked about this before, when you start jacking up minimum wage and making everyone's wages higher, they're going to make the price of everything else go up. Because just because now you're making $15 an hour, the companies that are manufacturing stuff are having to pay their employees the exact same thing. Now the price of everything has to go up. And it's like a cascading effect on this. Food, all the services go up, rent, everything goes up, and then next thing you know, you're still in the same boat that you were at before. Even though you're making $15 an hour, you're not really making anything because the price of everything else went up. The real bad thing is when other states did not get on board with this massive jump on minimum wage. So if your minimum wage is $8.75 an hour and you're relying on products and stuff that's coming out of these other states that are paying $15 an hour for minimum wage, you're gonna have to pay a lot more for the same stuff. So again, on the embassy, guys, like I said, I came across this over there at Serious Survivor. His YouTube channel should be popping up there on the card section. Guys, go over there, definitely go show support to him. Make sure if you go over there, when you subscribe, watch their videos, be part of the community. Don't just go over, subscribe, and never go back. All right, the guys got a lot of great information, so definitely go check them out. All right, guys, talk to y'all later.